here we see the V6 engine here in the 2016 Toyota Avalon, and we'll just quickly remove the beauty cover. Now, as you can see, the engine was detailed, but not underneath the beauty cover. So there I got a lot of dust and debris. But here we see the ignition coils, coil on plug, and of course I have 3 on this side and 3 in the back. Obviously, to access those coils, I'm going to need to remove the intake manifold. As you can see on the later model here, that intake manifold is made out of plastic. There we see the throttle body, and there the ducting going to the mass airflow meter and the air cleaner. Now, this particular Toyota V6 engine, it has a chain drive driving the overhead camshafts, and so there's no rubber cog belt to worry about. Let's see if we can take a look down here. I see a splash seal that prevents me from directly seeing the chain. Now, the oil was just changed on it just within a few hours ago, so it's nice and clean, but I think that the vehicle had been properly maintained from the beginning anyway. So we're in good shape. All right, so let's go ahead and... One thing to kind of watch out for, especially on the older vehicles, I know that it says clearly on the cap 0W20, but oftentimes the low viscosity motor oils can oftentimes lead to premature engine wear. So especially when the used car lot, we have a tendency to always choose a little heavier viscosity, never going to that low of a value. Okay, as we move around, of course, here we see the camshaft position sensor. This has a variable can timing system, and here we see, of course, the 2 solenoids electrically actuated that hydraulically control the positioning of the cam in reference to the cam sprocket. And here we see our anti-lock brake control system. There's the pump. There's the motor for the hydraulic pump, and here we see the lines, and here's the electrical controller, and there's its connection. Here we see the ground breakout for the wiring harness. Of course, the washer fluid. Here I see this is the high side air conditioning service fitting, and this is going to be a high side pressure sensor, and this is going to be used for diagnostics of the air conditioning system and also allow the powertrain control module to control the condenser fan. Obviously, I don't need to bring the condenser fan on unless the air conditioner high side pressure is high. If it's a cool day and I have adequate airflow across the condenser, there's no reason to waste energy by turning on the condenser fan. And here we see the low side pressure fitting. Of course, here we see one of our torque mounts. Now you're probably wondering, hey, what's this little device right here? This is actually a dampener. What happens is, apparently, to kind of improve the, how should I say it, the vibration, noise, and harshness here of the engine compartment, what they determine, if I go ahead and install this little weight on this torque strut, that improves the vibration characteristics there of the vehicle. There, as we move forward, we see another camshaft position sensor. Now, on the Toyota intake manifold, they actually have a little motor right here that allows me to control the length of the intake manifold runners. And so the idea is, there I have a low speed, high speed position that's going to help improve volumetric efficiency of the engine there at high speed. Now, this is a port fuel injected system. I can see the intake manifold port injectors there on a common fuel rail. Okay, and as we move around the engine compartment, we see the powertrain control module is actually located out in the engine compartment, and this seems to be real popular now with many of the late model vehicles. And of course, I see my fuse relay center right next to the powertrain control module. So here we go, of course, a fresh battery, and this Toyota Avalon should be ready to go, make a new car owner very happy.